This is Damon Tennant with the Get Your GED Now test preparation series, coming to you this week to let you know what's going on in my online GED classroom. One of the things I want to go over, I went over this last week, but just in case you missed the video last week, I want to tell you again this week is that the GED testing service has a special promotion on, where if you go online and sign up for a GED.com account, and on that account, if you take one of their official practice GED tests, and if you then score in the green zone, which is a zone saying that you're going to definitely pass this test, or you have a very high likelihood of passing this test, and then you go take the test and do not pass it, then they will give you a free retake. So again, if you sign up on GED.com, take an official GED practice test, score in the green zone, and then go and take the actual test and do not pass, then your retake will be free. The second update I want to give you is that the GED testing service is also now saying that you can bring in your very own physical calculator. It does need to be the TI 30X calculator, but you can bring it in and you do not have to be limited to the on-screen calculator that was talked about before. Now I want to get into specifically what I'm going to be doing this week. I'm going to be teaching 2 live classes this week. The first class is science, and this is going to be specifically focusing on questions that involve formula. So the formula for force, or the formula for determining temperature, or the formula for determining body mass, or so on, and really focusing on those types of science questions that involve formula and use of mathematics in addition to your reading skills. So that one of the things that I've been talking with students around the country about is that people are having trouble with those types of questions that are involving math and reading skills together. So we're going to be covering that this week, Thursday, October 30th. That is 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That is 7 Mountain Time. That is 8 Central Time. And that is 9 if you live in the Eastern Standard Time Zone. But for me, it's going to be 6 a.m. California time that I'm going to be teaching that class. So if you want to attend that class, then you need to plan accordingly. And remember, this is for those folks who are premium package members, meaning that they have access to my weekly online classroom. And then the second class I'm going to be teaching this week is on the RLA, or Reasoning Through Language Arts, and I'm going to be focusing specifically on the grammar questions and how those questions are going to show up on the GED test. The GED testing service themselves say that this is the test that people are passing the most, and so that's great news, although I am getting some calls from folks who are concerned about the grammar. So because of that, we're going to do a specific class on grammar questions as they relate to the RLA exam. And then also, as you know, I have my office hours every week, and that's this week it'll be Tuesday, October 28th at 6 p.m. will be my office hours. So now I want to go ahead and jump into the question of the week. And the question of the week is lifted directly from the GED testing service practice test on science. And again, this is one of those questions that involve a little reading skills and that also involve math skills. So let's jump in. So we see the question here says a temperature change occurs when ammonium chloride is dissolved in a water solution. The table shows the temperature change over a period of 120 seconds. What is the approximate temperature of the solution in degrees Fahrenheit at 60 seconds? You may use the calculator. So here we have a chart that gives us time and then temperature in Celsius. And then we have a formula here helping us to convert from Celsius back to Fahrenheit. Okay, so we have Fahrenheit is equal to Celsius times 9/5 plus 32, and then that will give you that will help you to convert the Celsius temperature to Fahrenheit temperature. So again, this is one of these kinds of questions where you do have to use some mathematic and reading skills. Now, the reading skill we're using here is a pretty basic reading skill, comprehension. Can you read and see the information presented here in the chart? Yes, we can. And then the math is plugging in the formula. So I want to go ahead and outline right here that this is going to be the number that we choose for Celsius. Why? Because here it says we want to know Fahrenheit at 60 seconds. So what we're going to do is take that number there and then plug that into this formula. So over here, I'm just going to do 18.8. That is the Celsius. And then I'm going to use this formula here times 9/5 plus 32. And then to do the math there, we're going to do 18.8 times 9/5, and then adding 32 to that is going to give us an answer of 65.84. And then we're going to go ahead and round that up and use that to select our answer D there. So again, on the GED test, remember on the science test, there's going to be questions that use the reading skills and math skill. So the reading skill we were using here was good old comprehension, and I'm just going to do that. COMP. If you watch my reading skill videos, you'll know that this is one of the 5 reading skills that's at play here on the GED test, and then you'll see that I've just used a math skill of plugging in a number for a value. So the value is C, and I'm plugging in 18.8, which represents that value here. So that is what you can expect here in my online GED classroom this week as we work through the science questions that use math, and then also I talked about the grammar questions that we'll be doing. So again, if you're looking for a solution, if you're not part of our premium package and you really need some online help, or you just need some help from someone who really knows what they're doing and can help you to pass, then I suggest you go to my website, www.mygedlive.com. I am helping many people around the country every week overcome the obstacles that stand in their way from passing the GED test, and just simply helping them to pass. I've been doing this since 2001. I have taught in the classroom, have taught online, have taught via distance learning. I have done it in just about in one-on-one tutoring, have done it in just about every way you can do it, and I've developed some solid principles that will help you to be successful. So again, this is Damon Tennant with the Get Your GED Now test preparation series, inviting you to learn more at www.mygedlive.com. And if you're already one of our premium members, I look forward to seeing you in our online classroom this week. Thank you.